Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 3 Week 9, our final week here before playoffs, last week of the regular season, that is.
Yeah.
We are getting into the next game between, have you guys kept track of who gets MVP votes each game? We can always go back and look at it.
The polls are all saved on stream polls, so we can, in fact, go back and look and see who won the various votes.
But anyways, we'll go ahead and say that both Seymour and Slappy received the same number of votes for MVP last game. So in their victory, Treehouse Kids' victory over Oklahoma Gold Rush, both of them will be receiving the MVP for that game. The next game is between Wiener 1 and Team Wiener 1. What are they? 1-6, 1-5 going into this week? Let's see, 7 weeks, so 1-5.
Yeah.
Team, they did lose a game prior.
Against Evolution?
No, they lost their game to Pigs Might Fly.
Oh,
so,
yes, right, Pigs Might Fly. Yep.
If they win this game, then they're tied with Treehouse Kids and have the tiebreaker, so they'll be at first seed. Yes. However, should they lose, then they drop to second seed due to having an inferior record to Treehouse Kids. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and just jump into that game right now. It is, of course, Wiener 1 on the blue side up against Team on the red side.
Yep, over here on Wiener 1, we've got Eggroll in the top lane on Shin, Yamadeus on Master Yi in the jungle. In the mid lane, an unusual pick, but Midnight Slushy with the Tristana. And in the bot lane, Orodenibs.
We've been calling him Oro
for
the past
on
7
Lucian
weeks.
And Noob Feeder on Rakan. I don't know, I looked at his name. I've just called him Oro when you haven't. I just, You want to go over?
On the other side, we have Team Tall Guy in the top lane on Jarvan. In the jungle, DATV on Kha'Zix. In the mid lane, Wildhoff on Anivia. And in the bottom lane, Padova02 on Zaya and TomTom McGee on Thresh.
Right, on Zaya again and Rakan again.
Yeah,
both picks we saw
sides
in the last game on opposite sides. If it were me, I didn't have first pick, I'd probably just ban Rakan, you know? Because I think objectively, the consensus right now is that Rakan is pretty strong on his own, but Zaya is weak on her own. So, and when they're together, that Zaya's, pretty decent, and then Rakan just becomes crazy because those battle dance dashes become very long range.
Tall Guy and Wildhoffmeister were looking for some vision of where the enemy jungler was starting, but they do note that Yamadeus wasn't starting on blue buff, so they'll have a clue as to where he is starting. Noob Feeder actually going to knock up the red buff for Yamadeus on this Master Yi pick. Right, and Team going to be leashing DATV onto his blue buff. Interesting, most of the time, if you're a champion that can start Raptors, you kind of want to do that. Wildlife Meister throws on the Thunderlords onto Midnight Slushy. This is a very interesting Tristana mid pick. He's actually got a Doran's Ring, so it's not going to be AD Tristana. It will, in fact, be AP Tristana, which I don't think is as good as it was before, you know, that big Tristana rework. But, we'll have to see if he can make it work up against Wildhop Meister on this Anivia. Meanwhile, Tall Guy on the Jarvan pick, taken away a little bit from those tank picks that he's normally so comfortable on. Oh, the level 2 hit by Nuke Beater and Oro. They knock up Padova. Tom flays them away, and oh, egg roll so low up against Tall Guy. Meanwhile, I'm not sure what was happening there. What I was saying, normally if you're a champion that can start Raptors, you kind of want to do that because, oh, egg roll gonna get the flag and drag from Tall Guy. Grasp of the Undying will come out, and Tall Guy putting down a lot of damage. He gets his own Grasp proc. Egg roll, one auto attack from death there.
And Yi is nearby. If Tall Guy goes for a dive and gets aggressive, he might go down to a Yi showing up at that tower. Yeah, Yi is coming up.
Yeah, egg roll, he's
gained some health
yeah.
after some pots. So if Tall Guy becomes too aggressive, he's going to
Tall Guy
nice ward though there by the entrance to the jungle. Spots Yi very early, backs up, and Yi leaves. Yep.
Now Tall Guy just doing what he can. He throws out the Q to get some CS and harass the Shen at the same time. That's generally what you want to do on Jarvan top, is you want to use your Q to push the lane and harass at the same time. Always a more efficient use of that ability. You can hit both the wave and the enemy champion at the same time. Padova, really strong AD carry in Flat Cat this play. Oh, the death sentence not quite going to land. We're seeing the actually the same Thresh versus Rakan matchup in the support role.
Yeah, same as last game. Actually, there was a Thresh last game too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said you did say Thresh Rakan. I thought you said Xayah Rakan for some reason. Yeah, very similar bot lane to last game, just with a Lucian instead of a Caitlyn.
Yeah, but Lucian has a lower range than Caitlyn and lower range than Xayah, I believe. Oh, egg roll getting aggressed by Tall Guy. Why is he going back in here? He's got the Shadow Dash not available, but Flag and Drag also used by Tall Guy.
Yeah, despite Tall Guy really bullying him a lot of these trades, Tall Guy hasn't been CSing very well, and egg roll's been doing a good job of CSing, and so Tall Guy's a little bit behind.
And the teleport was burned by egg roll just now to get back to lane after being forced away. He picks up the Bomby Cinder.
Yeah, Tall Guy hasn't backed yet, and he does have his teleport available for a gank or for returning to lane. So.
Oh, Shadow Dash from egg roll onto Tall Guy. Meanwhile, Padova got very low. The exhaust goes down to the Oro. Tom doing what he can to keep heal for his AD carry. There's the Piercing Light. Nuke Beater ready. Comes in the Blade Caller. Nice play from Tom.
Too close to Lucian.
Padova needs to back away though. Oro out of mana. Padova Summoner Heal comes out, flashes away from the knockup, and there's some damage going down. No, Nuke Beater gets the Summoner Heal. First blood for Oro, and now he's aggressing onto Tom.
Padova really was trying to pick up that kill onto Noob Feeder, but there was just a full health Lucian too close to be doing that and playing that aggressive.
Yeah, so Padova ends up giving first blood, very uncharacteristic for the AD carry of Team. Oh, Midnight Slushy jumps onto Wildhoffmeister, pops the egg. He's level 6 now. He's got that Buster Shot, but not going to have the damage to kill off Wildhoffmeister in the egg. Tall Guy's starting to fall very far behind.
Yeah, very far behind now. He has backed and he walked back to lane, it looks like, but still a good chunk of CS behind.
There's the explosive shot onto DATV. It's gonna pop there. An egg roll now, level 6. He's got the Stand United available. In general, on Jarvan, when you're going for those short trades, what you want to do is you want to Q and then auto, because
reduce the
yeah. You have Martial Cadence, or no, not Martial Cadence. That's not the right ability name at all. But the passive of Jarvan gives you a bonus 10% of their max health and physical damage when you're level 18, but I don't know what it is at lower levels. But it gives you a large percentage damage on your first auto attack on a champion. that's physical damage, and the Q shreds armor. So in general, you want a Q auto so that you get that extra damage enhanced. And TomTom moving forward, just zoning away Noob Beater and Oro. Tall Guy coming back to the top lane. He's got the level 6, however, and the Cataclysm is available. Flag and Drag knocks out Eggroll, and he's a solo kill! Blows him up with that Cataclysm. Eggroll not respecting the damage coming out. And both junglers here in the bottom lane, however, the Dark Passage goes out, but Yamadeus has found DATV. Padova comes in. Oh no! What a big knockup for Noob Beater, but no follow-up. He has to battle dance his way to safety.
Yeah, and with that kill and the lack of Eggroll's teleport, Tall Guy will regain the CS advantage and shove a wave into this tower to be lost to Eggroll, as well as even putting down some damage. So, good job on Tall Guy's part, recovering from that CS deficit.
Yeah. You know. He even still has his own teleport if his team needs him. So, Tall Guy coming out very much ahead over Eggroll off of that turn of events. Team, take away the Infernal Dragon a little bit early on that smite.
Yeah, so Tall Guy gets a solo kill, picks up a small CS lead, and gonna have his back stopped.
Ooh, Eggroll goes in with a Shadow Dash, but Tall Guy gonna be able to back away. Ooh, good knockup from Noob Beater with that Battle Dance. TomTom plays them both backwards, but Padova going so low. Piercing Light goes out. Noob Beater exhausts him. He gets pulled away by the Death Sentence. I feel like this has happened before. They're doing a lot of damage from Oro. He goes in, flash away from TomTom. Blade Caller does not root him in place, but they will be able to back away.
Yeah, Rakan and Lucian, such a mobile lane. So much potential to be aggressive without getting too close to the enemy for too long. Seems like a pretty good duo.
Midnight Slushy with the Bilgewater Cutlass. Since he's got the Doran's Ring and I feel like he's going AP, I can only imagine that's going towards the Hextech Gunbreak. Ooh, Tall Guy putting down the hurt onto Eggroll, not taking a whole lot in return. He's got the Tiamat. He's going to have Flag and Drag here pretty soon. And here's DATV. Cataclysm not available. They Shadow Dashes his way out. Flag and Drag from Tall Guy. Forces the flash out from Eggroll. DATV still wants this one. He's going to Q him with the auto, but he's found by Yamadeus under the tower. It will be a 1-for-1. Oh, and Midnight Slushy on his way up. Tall Guy needs to back out of here. Flash, Alpha Strike from Yamadeus. Flag and Drag under the tower. He's still going for it. The Red Smite Cataclysm. Yamadeus under the tower. And Yamadeus just gonna die. But Midnight Slushy will return a kill with that Buster Shot.
Whew. Good job on Tall Guy to turn that into a kill. Yamadeus probably, I mean, I assume he knew Midnight Slushy was coming in. But still, a little too aggressive.
Yeah, in the end, it's a 2-for-2. Both ways. Midnight Slushy did pick up that second one, and now Wild Hoffmeister gonna try and catch up in CS while his mid laner is in the top lane. Oh, good dance sentence from Oro there. Interrupts the grand entrance with a flay as well, so a 1 trade for Padova and TomTom.
Yeah, after losing several trades and fights and even getting killed earlier in the game, Zaya's come back. She's not dissuaded. She's here to fight, and they actually take a pretty good trade.
Wild Hoffmeister actually making the roam down. There's the Crystallize. Oh, he gets the interrupt on Noob Beater with the stun, but he's able to get the summoner here from Oro, and they both make it out alive.
Yeah, that grand entrance and the heal from Oro definitely saved him there. He's popping some pots, though. He's on his way back to lane.
Oh, good Blade Caller into the Death Sentence, and Oro will just give himself up. Wow, what a good combo from TomTom and Padova. Eggroll now getting Blade Caller. Oh, Flag and Drag misses from Tall Guy, and now Eggroll starting to win the trade. He didn't hit the Q, which means no armor shred, but now Tall Guy turning back some damage. Here's Yamadeus, however, the Cataclysm is not available, and Tall Guy gonna be going down here. Red Smite, Alpha Strike. Oh, he Flag and Drags his way out. DATV's here as well. He jumps onto Eggroll, throws down the Void Spikes. He's blocked his auto attacks. Tall Guy turns it around, and there's the Q. Oh no, it's picked up by Tall Guy, and now Yamadeus gonna be going down. He meditates. It's a double kill for the top laner of Team.
Ooh, that was a close fight. Unfortunately, Wiener 1 does not.
Oh, Midnight Slushy jumps onto Wild Hoffmeister, gets some damage. He's stunned in place, but the explosive shot pops the egg from Wild Hoffmeister. Now Midnight Slushy backing away.
A really close fight up there in the top lane, but well played on Tall Guy and DATV.
Death Sentence goes wide, and now the culling being eaten by TomTom. The knockout doesn't land. Exhaust, and the box goes down. Noob Beater taking a lot of damage, and the Blade Caller from Padova. Bilgewater Cutlass used onto Oro to slow him up, and there's Midnight Slushy jumping onto Wild Hoffmeister once again. Throws on the Glacial Storm, knocks him away with the Buster Shot. Ignite is on. Wild Hoffmeister will go down. Solo kill for Midnight Slushy.
Yeah, Wild Hoffmeister really tried to land the stun right when Tristana came in there, but
Eggroll got caught. Cataclysm used, and now he's trapped. Tall
Oh,
Guy,
but who's-
oh, Shadow dashes away, Flag and Drag comes in, knocks up Egg Roll, and he will be going down here. Tall Guy, oh, so close, he does get the return kill.
Tall Guy goes down. Nice play on Eggroll's part, picking up a kill there. Really good. And Tall Guy's ult goes down during that as well. Looks like, nope, neither top laner has an easy way.
DATV gonna get a collapse on by Yamadeus now. He's at half. He's level 8 to level 7, but the Red Smite will secure his death. He's actually running away, but he's gonna get jumped on. Yamadeus trying to chase him down, but
Yamadeus
that
lost
Void
that
Rush.
movement speed, and he doesn't have flash available.
DATV using the Void Rush to drop vision from Yamadeus, able to make his way out. Oh, Midnight Slash, he just used his rocket jump. The stun gonna land from Wild Meister, throws down the damage. He's using the Crystallize to keep him in the Glacial Storm. Wild Meister looking for the damage. He uses the Frostbite, but it's not enough. Midnight Slash, he's still running. He's gonna be able to make it out. Wild Meister has to give up the chase.
And Wildlife Meister did everything right there, but just didn't have enough damage.
Midnight Slushy using the rocket jump. He's gonna be a little bit more careful with that ability from now on. A Tall Guy 4-2-2 has a slight CS lead over Eggroll. Wildhoff Meister shoving into the mid lane. New Feeder gonna find Tom Tom as they're warring it. Tall Guy throws down the... Oh, Yamadeus taking a lot of damage as he's holding the lane for Midnight Slushy from Wildhoff Meister. Throws down the Q onto Eggroll. He just pops that Spirit's Refuge. Yamadeus actually found by DATV here on his red buff. He does see him on a ward, which means he'll be able to get away, but DATV claims the red buff for himself. It's AP Tristana 2-0 at this point. I get the impression just because it's not as good as it used to be, it won't scale very well. But it's got a lot of potential if you can reset. It's almost like having a easier to play Katarina. Oh, Tom Tom taking the culling to the face as Nuke Beater clears out his vision. There's the Death Sentence is gonna land on the Nuke Beater, and here's DATV played away from his dash, and Nuke Beater running for his life flashes himself away, but he's caught by Wildhoff Meister with the Flash Frost. Midnight Slushy putting damage onto DATV, he jumps away. Yamadeus with the Alpha Strike in, Explosive Shot, not gonna be able to get the kill, but Yamadeus will get it with the auto attack. Death Sentence catches him, and it's a double kill for Wildhoff Meister. There's the stun, gotta catch Midnight Slushy, but not before the rocket jump away.
Whew. Out of action.
Death Sentence from Tom Tom. They've got 3 members of Team here in the bottom lane. Wildhoff Meister uses the Crystallize, almost catches Oro with that stun, but he relentless pursues him away to safety. Team, they're looking for Tower First Blood. They've got a red buff on Wildhoff Meister, throws on the Glacial Storm to zone him away. Padova goes in with the double daggers and gets the Dark Passage out. Tall Guy messed up something there, but he's gonna be able to back away. Eggroll very low, but so is Tall Guy, not healthy enough to die, but it will just be Tower First Blood for Team, and Wildhoff Meister gonna get knocked up by the the Grand Entrance. There's the nice quickness to stun up all 3 members of Team, but there was no follow-up whatsoever. Nuke Beater will just die. Tall Guy using the Cataclysm forced the Shadow Dash away from Eggroll. Flag and Drag misses, and now Tall Guy might be in trouble, but he did not pick up Tower aggro. He's out of mana.
He might have had some kill potential had he landed that Flag and Drag, but not quite. No kill for him today. He's out of mana. He needs to be pretty careful around Eggroll.
Oh, Shadow Dash in from Eggroll. Tall Guy throws down the Q. They're gonna back away from each other before their junglers come, and the second Infernal Dragon over to Team. That's huge.
Especially when they have this Jarvan top lane going damage. And then it looks like that their Xayah is going a pretty big AD build, going for the blade, and then after that going a BF sword. So Infinity Edge, probably Infinity Edge. That's what I was thinking.
I would imagine Infinity Edge. Tall Guy recalls just in time before he gets dove, but I think that this tower will be going down in favor of Wiener 1, and there it is. So after 2 towers go down, that Tower First Blood and a little bit of a CS lead for Tall Guy means that Team are up about 2.5k gold. DTV jumps himself away with the Blast Cone, leaps away. Yamade is stealing away the red buff of Team. Will he be caught? No. Looks like he's going to be making it out of there. Although Meister throws on the Glacial Storm just to zone away Midnight Slushy. ATV gonna be trying to steal away the Raptors, but he's found by Noob Feeder, and here's Oro as well. Midnight Slushy rocket jumps away, Dark Passage will get into safety, but here's Yamadeus, Wild Off Meister in between a rock and a hard place, but he throws down the Flash Frost, stuns up some minions, they'll back away. There's a lot of birds in this game. Okay, so the Black Cleaver finish for Tall Guy. He's gonna be able to duel very well against Eggroll with that Black Cleaver finished off. Shred through that armor. In addition to that armor shred he already gets from his Q. They get the mid lane tower for themselves. And now Team, they're not giving up on this push. There's the Alpha Strike. Death Sentence goes wide. He's trying to predict where he'd come out of that Alpha Strike, but Team, they're gonna get that. Oh, good knockup from Noob Feeder. He's not got the quickness, or does he? He does, but there it is with that good Cataclysm. Tall Guy almost makes it out by Midnight Slash on a killing spree. Rocket jumps forward, but a good play from TomTom will secure more kills for Team. It's a 3-for-1.
Honestly, I kind of thought that fight was about to go in favor of Tristana and
ATV
Yasuo.
tanking tower. I don't know if he realizes, but thankfully pretty low.
During that Alpha Strike, when the AP Tristana jumped in, I don't really know the full damage potential there, but it kind of seemed like that fight maybe could have, you know, had they been ahead in that scenario, that fight could have gone in favor.
Yeah, but a really good play from TomTom. He actually canceled the rocket jump damage from Midnight Slushy.
Wow.
Oh, and Oro caught by the Death Sense. DTV, he leaps onto him, and now Noob Feeder knocks up two, but Eggroll and he don't have a whole lot of damage. Wild Off Meister goes unstoppable as Eggroll will probably die. No, he just barely makes it out. The double dagger's not having the range. Padova comes forward, but Midnight Slushy throws on the explosive shot, and now Padova's in trouble. Rocket jumps onto him, and he blows up both of them. A little bit too close there from TomTom, and DATV out of mana, stayed way too long. He's gonna go down here as Midnight Slushy gonna be able to pick himself up. Another one, no Yamadeus will get it.
A lot of damage coming out of Midnight Slushy there. Those two targets are standing right on top of each other for that, I forget what the ability's called, but that explosion. Shot. Yeah, explosive shot.
Yeah, and the rocket jump onto both of them popped the explosive shot, so that's a lot of burst damage in an AoE. TomTom just trying to save his AD carry, gives up himself as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, doesn't the jumps damage increase based on the stage the explosive shot was in? I think it's something along those lines.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's something along those lines. Like, you're supposed to put, like, 4 shots on them, and then before you pop it, you jump on them or something for maximum damage.
The Tall Guy might be right. Shadow Dash doesn't land, and he'll be able to back away. But the inhib down before 20 minutes in favor of Team. They've got 5 members of Wiener 1 here in the mid lane. Getting
they
ready.
have a low health tower in the top lane. They have both Xayah and Anivia up there to push it down. Yeah. He's the only one on his way up there so far. He's not going to be able to stop both of them.
Yeah, and Wild Off Meister with that red buff just going to be able to auto that one to death. So it's 5 towers to 2, almost 6k gold lead in favor of Team, and now Eggroll, top of the Glacial Storm, and the Crystallized Shadow dashes away to safety. Padova unloading with some auto attacks, blocked up by the Spirit's Refuge, but he does get the Blade Collar root, backs away.
They have...
Oh, the Tall Guy going in with the Flag and Drag doesn't knock up anybody, he gets the explosive shot on his head.
They have DATV.
Oh, Oro coming in with the culling. Oh, Crystallized forces him away. Flash Cataclysm from Tall Guy. Flag and drags his way right back out. Here goes the Redemption, but Yamadeus will pick him up. And there we go. No good knockout from Noob Feeder. And there's the quickness onto TomTom. But Wild Off Meister flashed himself away. Eggroll so low, but Midnight Slushy going to be able to auto attack. And there's the Zhonya's, but it's only going to stall out the inevitable. He loses his egg, and he's going to be losing his life very soon after.
Not a very well played team fight from 2 teams. Wiener 1 was able to just pick them apart all through that fight. I mean, they did have DATV split pushing. He does get to pick up a turret for it, but they lose 3 members in the fight.
Yeah, that was a very staggered engage. Tall Guy with a Flash Cataclysm and then EQ out. TomTom not in any position to go for a Death Sentence or even set up a very good box. And then Wild Off Meister and Padova just picked off when their front line is gone.
Mm-hmm.
They do end up, however, getting a tower in the bottom lane thanks to DATV split pushing, so and in the end it's 3 kills, but they lose a tower for it, and it's 6 towers to 2 now. And now Oro red smited by DATV. He jumps over the wall. He's got the Q. He's got the damage, and Oro just going to be going down.
Alright, so that ends up being a kill in a tower for 3 kills. So, and that's gonna probably give positioning over to the. So even though they won that fight up there, in the end it's looking like it's favoring 2 team.
Yeah, Wiener won just in such a pressured position at this point.
That's what's going on. They had to respond to that super minion wave, as you just saw them responding to, and Master Yi ran to the bot lane to respond to that shoved wave, and when they had to go deal with these waves, just Dragon is left open for 2 team to take.
Yeah, and Tall Guy, Black Cleaver, Titanic Hydra.
Looks like they're all moving to this Baron. They see 3 members dealing with the super minions mid lane.
Yeah, and they've got just picked up an Earth Dragon that's going to be really helpful for them trying to take away that Baron. They've got a Blade of the Rune King. Oh, it's actually the Essence Rune.
Oh,
that makes actually more sense than it did. But Team starting up on the Baron. There's actually no vision from Wiener 1 anywhere near this, and it's just gonna go down before they even get there. They had an inkling. Death Sentence catches Noob Beater, and he's dead for sure. Padova picks up a kill. Not able to use that mobility when you're CC'd and killed instantly, and now egg roll caught. He's gonna try to recall double daggers. Oh, he's teleporting! They gotta stop that one with some CC, but no, not able to get it. Padova flashed for some reason.
Maybe he's trying to get an angle for the blade caller?
I can only assume Yamadeus jumps the other way, but he gets blown up! Wild Meister and DATV have the single target damage they need. TomTom just throws up the shield, wants to get the tower. They will get it. It's now 7 towers to 2 in favor of Team. Oh, there's the Crystallize. They're gonna stun up Egg Roll. Their Death Sentence to follow. Glacial Storm ticking away. Blade back, and Egg Roll just dies!
Wow, they are picking off member by member. Here
and another Death Sentence from TomTom. DATV, he leaps over the wall and eats Noob Beater for breakfast.
We are just watching pick after pick happen. Wiener 1 needs to get organized. Stop letting their members run in one at a time. They need to understand that they might have to give up a few objectives so they can group. Yeah. But they just keep losing members, and that's going to cost them 2 inhibitors.
Team picks up the inhib in the top. They retake the inhib in the mid. And Yamadeus throws down the meditate, but it doesn't matter. Flag and drag from Tall Guy.
Pick after pick. They're like, as soon as they see one member get close enough to CC, somebody's doing...
TomTom flashes for the play, and the Cataclysm onto Oro. It's not going to matter. The Stand United comes across. Noob Beater runs away back under his fountain. He will... Meister loses his life to Midnight Slushy in the backline, but it hardly matters as Team focus down the Nexus towers. Padova unloading onto the Nexus as Noob Beater gives up another kill. There's the jump onto Midnight Slushy into the Death Sentence, and there's another kill. Team will secure their first seed in playoffs.
Congrats to Team on securing that first seed. Man, the end of that game was just tough to watch. Team was being so coordinated about those picks. As soon as they landed anything, they all immediately jumped on them. And Wiener 1 never had 5 members available to try and retaliate together. And so they just kept losing member after member until Team shoved all the way to the Nexus. So, dang, this strange ending. Not really an ending we've seen much of. They had families, oh god.
Yeah, so that will be Team taking the first seed at playoffs. We're going to throw up the MVP poll during the standby screen, but that's going to be it for this series. So thanks guys so much for watching, and see you in just a few minutes.